Yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, hey, that's your ass, boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, hey, that's your ass, boy, you done. Move the sticks, first down, you better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it, fourth down, couldn't reach it, man, your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music, flip a coin, you still lost. Pay the cost to beat the balls, turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass, before you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass, before you done.
Yeah, you know what it is, baby. Welcome to the show. It's your boy Filthy Rich, your host. How many times I gotta say it, baby? It's the underground. Underground sports show, baby, in the house. You know what it is. Appreciate you showing up. What's the deal, though, baby? Hey, man, Underground Sports Show. You see it, man. We live. Call into the show. 412-407-2744. Talk your sports. Talk your shit, because that's what I do, man. Like I said, your host, Filthy Rich, man. I'm here just to talk about sports, man. It's my sports show, and that's what I'm gonna fucking do, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Straight out the bird, as you can see. National show, though, man. I talk about a little bit of everything. Anything that come across the sports world, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into it. You know what I mean? Hey, I ain't claiming to know everything, but I love my sports talk. It is what it is, man. So if you the same way, then you do the same thing, man. Call in here. Talk your sports, talk your shit, man. I talked a lot of sports today, man, and I'm going to keep on talking it, all right, man? But first of all, I ain't did a show in a little while, man. So it's been a few days since my boy, man, my mother's maiden name, George Foreman. George Foreman passed away, man. R.I.P. George Foreman, heavyweight champ twice, man. Hey, George Foreman was that dude, man. 76 years old, passed away. Still feel so early, man. I mean, I'm 48 years old myself. My parents is around that age, you know what I mean? I'm still blessed to have both of my parents, great parents. And, they just around that age, and it just don't seem old to me, you know what I mean? And 76 years old, man. I mean, that we definitely seen guys go younger, but 76 still seems too early, especially when it's a legend like George Foreman, man. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Dies at 76 years old. They didn't really, I haven't heard at least, what the complications were. George Foreman was pretty much a quiet guy, turned into a pastor. He was, I seen some stuff on George Foreman. Wild dude when he was young, you know what I mean? They had to corral him to get his thing together, you know what I'm saying? And he went on to be two-time heavyweight champ once when he was young. And like 70, let me go ahead and break it down real quick, man. I'm gonna go ahead and read this, what I was reading earlier. George Foreman dies at age 76, known as Big George in the ring. The American built one of the most remarkable and enduring careers in sports, winning Olympic gold in 1968 and claiming world heavyweight title twice, 21 years apart. The second making him the oldest champion in history at 45 years old. Now, you in my generation, man, you remember that one. You don't remember the earlier one when, he must have won it somewhere in the 70s, okay? So he boasted his astonishing total of 76 wins and 68 knockouts. He lost his first title to Muhammad Ali in the Royal Rumble in 1974, retired in 1997. Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. I ain't gonna read the whole thing here. That's pretty much it with George Foreman. Like I said, won the title twice. Once when he was young, once when he was 45 years old. And I remember that being a feat, man. A 45-year-old dude. I mean, we talk about Tom Brady winning the Super Bowl at quarterback when he's protected by a whole offensive line, protected from practice every year and all that, ain't taking no hits, protected by the referees at the end of the day, making sure Tom Brady, the face of the league, don't get hurt. And, we went crazy when he won a Super Bowl at what? How old was Tom? I don't know, 40-something, right? It went crazy. But to George Foreman, to be in a boxing ring, be getting hit in the head by some of the hardest hitting dudes in the world, or the world has ever seen at that time. Because, in sports, you just keep getting better and better. So at that time, these were probably some of the hardest punchers in the world, and he was 45 years old out there, not just out there, won the championship. Now, some of y'all boxer connoisseurs out there can, get too deep in how maybe he had that chance to win that championship at 45 or whatever, but we ain't on that right now, man. We just blessed this man's life, and the man really had two lives, man. We talked about boxing already and that life, but everybody got one of these. Everybody got a George Foreman grill. And they was just saying how he retired in 1997. I went into the Marine Corps in 1997. I remember having one of those George Foremans in the barracks. So it really wasn't long after he retired, or maybe it was right before he retired. I don't recall. But seeing that he retired in 1997, that's where I was at, and I had a George Foreman in the barracks. Now, one of the first dudes with a George Foreman, people ain't really even know what it is, at least dudes my age. I got it from my mom, you know what I'm saying? And bam, I had hot dogs, hamburgers, chow hall was nasty as fuck. I had to bring it to the crib, throw some kielbasa on that joint. That shit was great for all that. Non-stick. As long as you cleaned your shit right away, that motherfucker was one of the best food inventions ever. If you a eating motherfucker like me, I'm a skinny motherfucker, but I can eat, nigga. I eat all your motherfucking chicken. You cook some bacon on that motherfucker too. And you can reheat a piece of pizza on that bitch. Don't sleep on that shit. I know you still got a George Foreman. You don't like that, microwave pizza. You don't feel like waiting for the oven pizza. Telling you, slap that bitch on a George Foreman on low. No bullshit. Come out real crispy, son. Told you I eat, nigga. So yeah. Anyway, shout out to George Foreman, man. George Foreman was that dude, man. 2 lives. Sold that George Foreman to everybody in America. Got paid off of that. Got a whole bunch of sons named George, don't he? Ain't that the history? Am I right? Oh, excuse me. Told y'all I don't know everything, but that sounds correct to me. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to George Foreman, man. One of the best ever. R.I.P., man. R.I.P. to George Foreman. All right, up next, man. Let's talk a little bit of, of course, this weekend, we all doing. We all hopped to a little bar or something, or, you had your cable TV on, and everybody was tuned into the NCAA tournaments because it's March Madness. First round, you got to check it out. You know what I'm saying? No big surprises this year. Really, we don't really even have a Cinderella team. Our best Cinderella team, the lowest seed in the tournament, is like an 8 seed. No, 10 seed. Arkansas is. I'm thinking they're 8 seed. 10 seed is the lowest seed left. So let's go through the Sweet 16 real quick. Of course, Auburn makes it to the Sweet 16. They got Michigan. Ole Miss got Michigan State, 6 against the 2. Florida at 1, got Maryland as a 4 seed. And follow up on that side, Texas Tech has the Cinderella squad, Arkansas, if you want to call them that. Coached by Calipari, though. So, hey, he know what he doing. And I heard they got their best player back. I ain't going to front like I know his name or whatever like that, but that was one of the keys to their little victory. They got one of their better players back from injury, and should have been better than they were all year if they would have had him. But off to the other side, Tennessee and Kentucky, SEC battle. Me and my boy LAB, who's usually on the show with me, me and him talked about how the SEC was getting a domination on here in basketball, kind of how they were in football for past years. But anyway, yeah, Tennessee gets Kentucky in that battle. They're familiar foes. Houston gets Purdue. BYU's got Alabama, and last but not least, Duke got Arizona. Man, Arizona, old school classic squad. You know what I mean? Old school classic squad. So this is one of the matchups that you used to seeing on TV when you was young. Duke, Arizona. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, I'm here in the Burgh. You know, ACC definitely ain't representing, but the SEC is doing their thing. Auburn's a 1 seed. They make it through. Ole Miss, Florida, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama. I mean, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams in it. It's pretty impressive. They were saying Big Ten won some games too. Michigan, Michigan State, Maryland, Purdue. No slouches there. So yeah, we got some matchups that, you know, intriguing. A lot of people's your bracket should still be alright unless you had St. John's going to the championship. You had St. John's, they got upset by Arkansas. So stuck on if you had St. John's as your champion, you could probably rip that piece of paper up, call it a wrap on that. But oh man, I don't know how I skipped this one. For real. Bigger news about the NCAA is on the women's side. I don't know if y'all seen what I seen, but the girl Juju Watkins went down, man. Went down with an ugly looking knee injury. You don't like to see that. You don't see it a lot in basketball. It looked like a football injury. She did try to do some stuff with her knee she wasn't supposed to do because, you know, she was getting fouled, going to the hole. You know, if you've seen it, probably seen it by now if you watch SportsCenter or if you got on your phone. But, yeah, man, if you ain't see the play, man, she's going to the hole, gets fouled. Her back leg seemed like it get a little caught. So she got a double stutter on that left knee, and it just went out on her, man. It didn't look crazy. They didn't see nothing move or pop or nothing like that. It didn't really look wild. It was just, I seen the double tap on it, which you ain't supposed to do. That other leg is supposed to come up. But she's trying to keep her balance, being a player, trying to get the and one it looked like, and like something happened in her knee, man. It looked wild. She was crying. He was definitely hollering. So, pain's there. Sometimes when there's a lot of pain, there ain't really nothing that happens sometimes. You know what I mean? The stuff with the slightest pain be the big injury. So hopefully for Juju, man, she'll be all right. Because I came home ready to watch the game. And it was early in the first quarter. They was up already, though, like 15-2 or something like that when she went down. First quarter. Her team had to shake it off for a second. So it was pretty disappointing, man. I didn't feel good when I seen that, man, because Juju's been balling. I really like Juju. I like a lot of the women players, man. They play real well. Sometimes I would even say it has a little more excitement sometimes than the men's game. I don't know what it is. A lot of passion. And but I wouldn't say in the tournament yet. You know, the men's always stay good early because the competition, there's more parity there, and the women kind of dominate. You know, if the team, they're still having blowouts in their second rounds and stuff like that, like by 30, 40 points. And, you know, those teams just can't match up with the top tier teams. You're not going to see the upsets like you do in the men's side. So that's what makes the men's first round so much better. But once you get deep into the women's and into the championship games, you'll see how the ratings pop back. You'll see. All right, man. Moving on a little bit to some NBA chat. What was I looking at earlier? NBA chat real quick. Let's see. Yeah, this is where I was at. Check these NBA standings out real quick. I mean, everything's been pretty much everything in the NBA. LeBron's out, of course, still. So the Lakers is holding on. I did see the Lakers hold on to, let's see. It's hard to talk the NBA without talking Lakers. I mean, not Lakers, but LeBron. You see, I just first thing slide right in there. Because I was paying attention to the Lakers to see how far they dropped, you know what I mean, without LeBron. How well Luka can hold it down being on a new team. I thought that was, pretty interesting. To check that out. Warriors are still gaining ground. Finally in 6th place. A lot of people think they got a chance. Grizzlies, man. Sliding up in the 5th place. But like we were saying on the other show, they just going to keep going back and forth for a while between 8 and 5 here. And 4. Shit, and 3. They got the 2-game lead, though, so, Lakers have been sliding, but they've been hanging around because other teams been sliding with them. Having a loss here and there, but they were in 2nd place. Got the Rockets sitting up there. The Rockets is a nice little young team, too, man. Nice little young team. We'll see if they can handle the experience this year, and that's what we worried about with the Thunder here. We all know they're 59-12. They rolling. Is it going to work in the playoffs? Is it going to work in the playoffs? But yeah, it seems to be. Hey, this looking like their year, man. They had their little L last year they took. Think it might be their year. Here in the East, you got the Cavs still dominating. Celtics, 5 games behind on a 5-game winning streak, though. Celtics is, Cleveland Cavaliers got to get over the same hump. They were good last year and lost in the playoffs. So they still got to get over that. Do we know how to win in the playoffs hump? You know what I mean? Pacers too. Bucks been there, done that, but they just don't seem to have enough to me. Some say the Pistons are real dangerous. They got good talent. Young players. And the Hawks and the Magic, we don't know about that. I don't know about all that, but this East Coast thing is wide open, baby, wide open. But so, like I said, man, the NBA's heating up. We all right right now. I mean, I seen Steph Curry do some wild shit, man. Y'all seen this stat by Steph? Check this out right here. So, matter of fact, once again, man, it's the Underground Sports Show. Always live. Call into the show. Talk your sports, talk your shit, because that's what I do, man. I just talk about what I seen. It's the off season. I'm really a big NFL guy, but it's the off season, and I'm picking around, seeing what's good out here. But I definitely got some football coming up for y'all, though. All right, so I don't know if y'all seen this, man. This was a couple days ago. I kind of missed it, at least when it happened. But, man, Steph, speaking of the Golden State Warriors, they've been coming up, I'll tell you, I think Steph should be in the GOAT conversation. And it's just the type shit. Jordan used to jump from the foul line, but and these don't count for no points. And Jordan never jumped from the foul line in no game either. So, here's Steph. Check him out. Might have seen this already. I want to get no play. There we go. All right. I just going to step back in. Full court. It's before the game. Everybody's just hanging around, and he just curved it too. Bang! They're going to show it from another view right here. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is from up top, right behind, and can't see the curve as much, but that shot gives you the distance of how far that shit really was. You know what I'm saying? Watch it one more time, man. This shit is crazy. Steph Curry. He ain't jumping from the free throw line, but he could do this. Bam. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. And that ain't no lucky shot. He ain't doing that in front of everybody just to be throwing up a lucky shot. He feel like he can make it. And that's crazy, man. Steph Curry, man, one of the GOATs of basketball. I don't care what nobody say, man. I don't care what nobody say. Steph Curry's that dude. All right, man. Switching it up. Off to the NFL. And it's just hard not to talk about the Steelers, man. I mean, everybody's talking about the Steelers right now. Every show got Pittsburgh and Aaron Rodgers on TV. Pretty much first. Unless something happen, unless somebody get in trouble or something like that, you know, that could dominate that story. They coming out talking about the Aaron Rodgers signing day. Everybody's waiting for Aaron Rodgers to go to the Steelers. Now, to me, I understand the delay. It took me a minute. But this is publicity, bruh. This is the publicity the Pittsburgh Steelers usually don't get. And I don't think they mind it at all. They're not used to it. Why not take it when you get a chance? Every new fan is a fan you need, right? So if you on SportsCenter every day, you on all the syndicated shows every day, that's good for your team. Why not? So why be mad at Aaron Rodgers if he's taking his time when that's what got you on TV? I don't think they even mad at Aaron Rodgers. People in Pittsburgh's like, look, man, get that man. Give him a deadline. I'd have been said never mind, but all that shit. Well, I said it too. But when I sat back and thought about it, when you see the results, you live on, you see the day by day, and I said it a long time ago. You go back on my Facebook, I'll check the page. Steelers is milking this shit. And everybody jumped on me like, oh, it ain't the Steelers, it's Aaron Rodgers. He's the one that make the decision. But yeah, that's true. But they could have gave him an ultimatum like, bro, we need you by 4 o'clock. They never did that. And they just let him talk. Steelers every day. Now everybody want to see the Steelers play. Everybody want to see the results, no matter what. The more you drag it out, the more drama you create, the more I got to see what the fuck's going to happen. No matter what happens. And what I mean by that is, if we get Aaron Rodgers or not, it's going to be the story. Because it's already the story. And it's the length of the story that's making it a story. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, of course, Aaron Rodgers is milking it. That's what he do. But the Steelers said, you know what? We're going to milk this shit too. Because we could have got it over with. We could have made him surrender. We could have said, that's why I don't want to play for the Steelers. Because yeah. Could have made him do whatever. But we could have cut it off. It could be over. Because I don't think the Steelers mind playing their season with Mason Rudolph. I don't think they mind. They'll do it. Why not? Ain't like the boy ain't never started around here. Or got up under the ham and won a few games. And like the Steelers never tried to sacrifice a season no more and just, oops, we still won. So they don't give a fuck if they start the season with Mason Rudolph. So I'ma just milk this Aaron Rodgers shit too. He want to milk me, I'm milking him. It's playing like that. Now, the Steelers also got the draft coming up. Everybody talking about Jackson Dart. Some people think Shedeur Sanders can drop. Some people think we should get Ohio State quarterback. Some people think we should get Jalen Milroe. Those are all options. Those are all options. I heard the Steelers gave Aaron Rodgers an ultimatum. Matter of fact, after I've been telling people all day just to prove what I'm saying is correct. Now, I have been saying it all day already. Let me find my Aaron Rodgers story. Prove what I was saying. If I can find, here it go right here. What's this, Yahoo? Make sure I got it right. Yep. This is the story. Steelers revealed Aaron Rodgers' deadline. It's a story from Yahoo, which I've been saying since way back that the Steelers is milking this shit, right? So anyway, in football, leverage is everything. Linemen look to capture it in trenches, off the field. It's the biggest factor in the frenzy in the NFL free agency, okay? Leverage, right? As things stand, the Pittsburgh Steelers are without a starting quarterback for Week 1. Justin Fields left. Russell Wilson was surpassed. Is not wanted by the Steelers. Pittsburgh, rather than prioritizing on Wilson, has dialed in on quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers has below average with New York Jets and a year removed from the torn Achilles and ended his campaign before it could begin. Tomlin slightly better chance to win his first playoff game since the second Obama administration if they get Rodgers, they're saying. That has tossed the leverage in favor of the 41-year-old quarterback, and he seems intent on holding on to the advantage. When a team signs someone like Rodgers, they will naturally inherit some of his Rodgers-like, including hand signals and concepts and stuff like that. All the installation begins as early as those voluntary workouts in April. So, April 21st would begin the process to get those those small processes done. Rodgers knows it. If this is going to work, everyone has to be on the same page with this system. And so that date seems about right if he's going to sign with a team. All right, so they gave Aaron Rodgers the April 21st. April 21st is damn near a whole month from now. So they told him, like I said, they's milking it. Take your time, bruh. Because we got time for this shit. Now, even if you say you don't got time for this shit, at some point, the story's going to come back up and you're going to have time for this shit. Because once that date come around, at least a week before, they're going to start talking again if they ever let it go. Because in his 30 days, Aaron Rodgers is going to say something to somebody. He's going to talk to Joe Rogan. He's going to talk to Pat McAfee. He's going to do something. He's going to get caught on camera with 3 girls, something, kicking it. And it's going to bring it up. And every time they bring Aaron Rodgers up, they're going to say Steelers. Because you notice the Giants is in the same situation, but nobody's really, they're not sweating Giants, bro. They're not sweating it. Like they sweating Steelers. But yeah, man, it's the underground, man. That's my thing on Aaron Rodgers real quick right there. Because that's just the story. Can't act like it ain't. You really can't. So, find something else for you. Connect it. Where's my man at? My man Bill Cowher has something to say about this whole Aaron Rodgers thing a few days back, actually. So, longtime Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Bill Cowher is not enthusiastic about the team's pursuit of Aaron Rodgers. In an appearance on the Dan Patrick Show Tuesday, Cowher argued that the Steelers should prioritize bringing back Russell Wilson ahead of signing Rodgers. While Cowher thinks Rodgers can still be successful as an NFL starter, he questioned whether quarterback is mentally committed to another season. Can Rodgers still throw it? Yes. Is he mobile enough? I think so. But does he really want to play? Cowher said. The longer you wait, the more you have to wonder, where is his heart? How much does he really want to do it? I always think when somebody starts talking about retirement, they've already checked the box. They checked out to some degree. How much is he motivated to want to come here and be part of trying to win a championship and consequently being a bridge to the next guy? So there's two big subjects that come up when he say that last part right there, man. Win a championship and be a bridge to the next guy. So it's obvious that Bill Cowher would want this guy to help out with the next person. It feels like maybe he won't. He's checking, Aaron Rodgers' personality right there. You know what I'm saying? That's what he sees from afar, especially if he's saying, hey, you thinking about retirement, you done checked out already. What do y'all say about that, y'all people that want Aaron Rodgers to come and think he's our best option, which physically he might be. But still, other people don't like his personality, and that's kind of what Bill Cowher's trying to say right here. You see, he mentioned Russell Wilson first. I think the Steelers should go with Russell Wilson. Why? Because Russell Wilson wants to play football. He's saying, hey, I'm right here. Pick me, pick me, pick me. And Rodgers is on the beach like, man, I'm thinking about it, man. Keep calling me, though. I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll let you know tomorrow. So, is Bill Cowher right? Should the Steelers just be going with Russell Wilson? You tell me, man. 412-407-2744. Calling to the show, man. It's the Underground Sports Show. Your host, Filthy Rich. Let me know how you feel. I mean, Russell Wilson was okay last year. They say Aaron Rodgers was okay last year, but Aaron Rodgers' stats was pretty decent last year. I want to say he threw for 4,000 yards. Or close to, I'm going to say. Hold up. I got it. Yeah, season stats. 38-97. So 103 yards away from 4,000, which nobody's throwing for 5,000 or nothing like that no more. Anyway, 63% completion. That's not horrible. You want to be around 65, 70 maybe. You get in the 70s and 75s, it's like college elite. So 63, I mean, over his career, he's reached 70 once. So yeah, I'm about right. 64, 65, 68, 67, 66. That's, He really dropped last year at the Packers to 64, and then he went back to 63. His yardage always been around the same. 42.99, 41.15, 36.95, and then last year, 38.97. So that's the same Aaron Rodgers. Was it the Jets? Is this what Pittsburgh sees? 28 touchdowns? I'll take motherfucking 30 touchdowns. Because I tell you right now, QB rating 90.5. QB ratings be suspect, but they do give you a range when you look at all of them at the same time. 11 interceptions, that's up there, but that's the type shit Ben used to do. That's the type shit Ben used to do. So yeah, look, man, Aaron Rodgers got some numbers though. Aaron Rodgers got some numbers. Now, hold up. Let's check out Russ. I know Russell, he missed a few games though. That was his thing, but still, we gonna compare. Russell Wilson's stats, 63. Completion percentage, we can compare that, right? It's even. 63. Yards, 2,482. Hey, like I said, he missed games. Beat him head to head. I said that before. Beat him head to head. 16 touchdowns though, 5 interceptions. QB ratings at 95. Aaron Rodgers was 90. So he's got a better QB rating than Aaron Rodgers had. And that's that 5 interceptions. That's what's helping him. Now what's not helping him, and this is what I'm saying, bruh. 16 touchdowns. That's what the Steelers didn't like. You'll take the 11 interceptions if you can get 12 more touchdowns. Because our defense is going to get those turnovers that the Jets wasn't getting. Our defense is more situational. Now everybody say the Jets defense was good and all that. Yeah, but it's just the Steelers just going. It just hit different, bro. And that T.J. Watt effect and that confusion of that defense. If we can score some points, if we can get the lead, we got 3 nice outside linebackers. You know how hard that is to come across in that 3-4 defense. They have 3 like starter type dudes. Now it's hard to, get your engine running when you losing all the time, or, it's a tight game. You got to play your game and do everything perfect so you don't get a game up. But you go up by 10 points and all that. Like earlier, I was comparing it like to the Eagles, man. The Eagles had a great defense this year. I'm not knocking them, no doubt. But they had some help on offense. And that's what's going to win you the championship. They got Jalen Hurts. They got 2 number 1 receivers. They got Saquon Barkley controlling the clock. Come on now. Come on. So, that defense, we need some offense. But I was talking about Russell and Rodgers, and I just think that's the difference. That's what the Steelers is in it to win it for. They need them 12 more touchdowns. Of course, again, Russ missed games, though. About 5 games at that, right? How many games did Fields play? He went 4-2, so he missed 6 games right there. That's it. Russ could have put in some work, man. Russ could have put in some work. This is a real dilemma for the Steelers. Most of this town does not want Aaron Rodgers here. Personality. Most think he ain't that much better than Russell Wilson, and I just looked at that and pretty much proved that with the comparable stats that we can compare. If anything, Russ got a better rating. Probably be cheaper. Already know the offense. What don't they like about Russ that they like so much better than Aaron Rodgers? And everybody will say Aaron Rodgers is the better quarterback, though. Most people are going to say that. But we just looked at the stats, and they don't look like it. With Russ missing 6 games, he could have easily had the same stats as Aaron Rodgers. I think a lot of people in Pittsburgh just hear Aaron Rodgers and just want that hope. They just know what they seen last year, and that wasn't it with Russell Wilson. Took a lot of sacks. But you didn't get to see Aaron Rodgers play on a weekly basis. Rodgers gonna come in here and do the same thing. And with his personality, with the way he's delaying everything, is he really going to be into it like Bill Cowher said? Is he really going to help with the next quarterback to come in town if we still draft a guy? Would you rather him do that or Russell Wilson mature the next guy? If Shedeur Sanders did fall to 21 and we drafted him, along with Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson, who would do the best job tutoring that guy? Handing over the reins. If you Deion Sanders, you want your son backing up Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson? Man, y'all leave it in the comments, man. Let me know, man. It's the Underground Sports Show. This how I get down. It's your boy, Filthy Rich, your host. Hey, man, just chop it up. Chop it up about these sports. And it is what it is, man. It's the Underground Sports Show, baby. So, subscribe to the channel. Definitely hit the like button. Put your boy out there, man. Put your boy out there. Hit the like button. I ain't got to keep talking to you all the time. Got to keep hitting up my people to make sure they watch. Get the whole nation to be what's up. You know what I'm saying? So, like, once again, man, you can call into the show, 412-407-2744. Tell me if I'm bugging. Tell me if I'm tripping. But, yeah. Hey, it's a tough decision, man. That's just what Bill Cowher thought. Can kind of relate. I can kind of relate. All right, man, moving on. We still on the Steelers, though. We do need a running back. 1,000-yard back every year since he been here. Never played, never missed a game from injury. First-round draft pick is gone. And Najee Harris. 1,000 yards every year he was here. He has the rushing record for his first 4 years in Pittsburgh. Nobody's done that else. Has ran for as many yards in their first 4 years as Najee Harris did for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So shout out to Najee Harris for that. But not for talking shit on the Steelers once you left. That was kind of, come on, dog. You could have said that while you was here. Steelers wasn't feeling you. They about to replace you. And it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I don't know why dudes want to cat scrap back with their team before they even get on the field with the other team. Damn. That's crazy to me, Najee. But hey, you about to get replaced. But who should be replacing Najee Harris, man? Any of y'all like these free agents out here? These two running backs still sitting there. I know all you're going to say, just get the rookie, but I don't know, man. I mean, I ain't saying don't get the rookie, still draft a guy, but just in case, you sign one of these dudes on a 1-year deal, you can always cut them, you know what I'm saying? You got J.K. Dobbins still sitting out there, who's usually hurt. I think he played, last year was his most healthy season, but he still missed 4 games. And that was his healthiest season of his career. And on the other hand, you got your Cleveland Brown foe, Nick Chubb. They don't seem to want him. And I'm really surprised that the Browns is done with Nick Chubb. I mean, you've seen the horrific injury that he went through. But then they might not be done with him. They might just be waiting. He might be one of them guys that they might have offered him something and he just ain't take it yet. You know what I mean? But still, they're risking the chance of losing him. I think Nick Chubb's a real good running back. Maybe they know something we don't know. But it's hard to believe the Browns don't know something that we don't know because they always fucking up. But yeah, Nick Chubb's still sitting out there, man. Out of them two dudes, man, I mean, would you be messing with Dobbins? I mean, we just, like I said, man, Najee Harris never missed a game, man. Jalen Warren's usually hurt. here and there. He's our starter now, and Gainwell, we've never seen him carry the load in the season. We all know he's not that type of back. We all predicting that they didn't bring him in there for that. So we need a bruiser, man. We need a first down back. So maybe Jaylen Warren can still do what he do. Now I think Jaylen Warren's gonna get much more PT than he's ever got. And I'm really not looking for a guy to come over in here and replace Jaylen Warren as a starter either. When I think of this system here that we need to run with Jaylen Warren being just a smaller type of back and Gainwell being, we need, a 1A and 1B type of situation. And that's why I think a guy maybe coming off an injury can help a little bit. I don't think we need to ask another dude to do what Najee Harris did. Because that's a dime a dozen type shit. Najee Harris remind me of like Eddie George, a little less vision, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Eddie George type of dude, big dude. He ain't going to break no long run. But he's going to run you over a little bit here and there. Get tough yards. The boy's definitely physical. So we need to play some physicality. That's what I'm trying to say. But we also could upgrade at the position because we all know Najee Harris, if you watch the game, seems like he don't see the holes too well. It's not hard to tell. Watching the guy from 4 years and he struggled with that same thing over and over again, just kind of says he doesn't do it well. And I think that's what a lot of the interest level, why the interest level was the way it was with his former team, the Steelers. They really didn't value Najee Harris' style other than the endurance. And they made sure they got that out of him. They made sure they gave him the rock the most, put that pressure on the other team and to put that weight on the other team, and Coach Tomlin leaned on that. And he let other guys make plays and splash here in situations, but Najee Harris was the hammer, and he kept hammering them because he was a hammer. But once again, do you think J.K. Dobbins or Nick Chubb can replace Najee Harris? There's a lot of good running backs in the draft. We'll get into that later on, some Pittsburgh stuff. But I leave it in the comments. Let me know. Would you rather have J.K. Dobbins or you take a chance on a Nick Chubb? You think Nick Chubb is really that washed up? I mean, he's only 1 year. I mean, it was a horrific injury. Don't get it twisted. He fucked his leg up. We all seen it. As Steelers fans. But, damn, he's still Nick Chubb, man. I still think he can get some yards, man. I seen him play a little bit last year. It wasn't that bad. You had to give Aaron Rodgers a couple years off his Achilles. I don't think Nick Chubb should play forever, but, maybe a gap guy real quick. Push come to shove. You might not get, 1 year deal. Give you some decent money for 1 year, even 2 year deal. You have to keep 4 running backs. Maybe you cut the rookie that you get if you have to. But yeah. I don't know, man. A lot of nice running backs coming out in the draft. You might just want to wait for that. But you got to go early to get a beast. To get a Nick Chubb type pedigree, you got to go high. We talking to Mario Hampton. We don't got a second round pick. You ain't getting Jetty. A couple other nice dudes out there, though, man. We get into that later, like I said. There's Khalid Johnson. Other boy from Kansas State. There's some dudes. Scatterboo. There's some dudes. That's going to be hanging around. But I just think the Steelers need offense. A lot of people say defensive tackle. I mean, I agree. We could definitely use that. But if I'm trying to get some juice, on offense right now for the Steelers. The defense been holding it down, man. Yeah, they sucked in, and I heard, Sean McCoy killing me. He always route back. You talk about the Steelers, he always route back to goddamn that defense had giving up this, giving up that, But when the offense ain't moving the ball, they ain't getting no first downs, man, that's what you're going to do. No matter how good you are, it's going to wear you down. And not only in the fourth quarter, the next game, the next game, the next game. It's all an endurance thing. The whole season's an endurance thing. So at the end of the year, when they start giving up points, first of all, they was playing good-ass teams. Number two, they was on the field all day. They're still keeping these dudes in games, man. And the offense just wasn't pushing it over the borderline. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't getting the plays done when they needed to get them done. Couldn't even get field goals half the time. Wasn't even flipping the field for the defense. So that's why I'm saying, if I'm Omar Khan right now, I'm trying to build up my offense. The defense is going to survive. They're going to make a way for that defense to survive. It always does. I don't like the middle linebackers, but if you keep them off, the more you keep them off the field, the more points you put up, the better they'll be. Because we're not changing that situation right now. I'd love to get them that middle linebacker from Alabama. If you can get him in the third round, take him. We need to spark that middle linebacker. We need to just be shooting darts at linebackers. Find us one, please. Please. We got some boys that might step up. It's tough these days, though. You got to cover. You got to fill the hole. And you run a defense that you've probably never been in before at middle linebacker. So it's going to be new to you when you come here. But there's been greats at middle linebacker in that defense. So somebody can do it. And it's the key to that defense. But yeah, man, look here. We need some offense here in Pittsburgh. For sure. For sure. But yeah, other than that, man, I'll get back to some other Steeler news later. But what I have for y'all is Cam Ward, man. Check this out. Cam Ward, I mean, not the biggest story in the world or nothing like that, but, you know, Cam Ward is the debate who's going first in the draft, man. And speaking of Shedeur Sanders, like I was before falling to the Steelers, Cam Ward is the big domino that can make that happen. And a lot of things happen. Not only that, but can shake the whole draft up if he doesn't go first. Because everybody's mock draft pretty much got him going first. That's what everybody feels. Everybody listens to the mock draft people, and then they run with that. Personally, me, I hate mock drafts. I seen a 4th round drop mock draft today. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing that for? I don't get it. I guess views, and we all doing shit for views. It is what it is. But yeah, if Cam Ward is supposed to go first. And what I'm trying to get into is the Titans basically, they saying that it's pretty much a lock now because they seen the Titans out to dinner with him a day before his pro day or something like that. Here's the story right here, man. I ain't even going to act like I remember everything. Yeah. All right. It's not a done deal until the pick is in. It's best. Let me read the title. Hold up, y'all. My bad. Titans brass reportedly go all in on Cam Ward Pro Day, further suggesting that Miami QB will be #1 overall pick. It's not done till the pick is in, and it's better never to take anything for face value when it comes to the NFL draft chatter. But it sure now sounds like Tennessee Titans are leaning heavily towards Miami quarterback Cam Ward for the first pick in the draft. Ward's Pro Day is scheduled for late Monday, per multiple media reports. Anybody within the Titans power structure is in Miami to see Ward. In fact, they've already had dinner with him. So, they reported on Sunday. Those in attendance on Ward's Pro Day reportedly include team president and general manager and the head coach Bill Callahan. The Titans have also sent their in-house TV and website production crew to document Ward's Pro Day. Unless they're all there to acquire extensive footage and information on a potential future opponent. All signs point toward going to first overall to Tennessee in April. All right, so they took the boy to dinner. They brought the whole shebang, the whole crew, the whole team. But I guess it's looking like they looking different than every other team, basically, that brought their peoples down. You know what I mean? They looking like they making it a show. Like, yeah, we starting this right now. So if Cam Ward goes first, that squashes all the Shedeur Sanders, the Pittsburgh thing, because there's too many other teams that need a quarterback that can pick him. Unless the Steelers going to trade up dumb to go get him, and I ain't even really feeling the capital to do all that. It ain't that serious. It's just if he dropped to him. But the only reason it's a conversation to me is because how does Tennessee not pick Travis Hunter? That's my argument. Now y'all call and tell me, do y'all think Travis Hunter is the best player in this draft? He's the best player in the draft. Why is he not getting picked first? Because they need a quarterback? You can always get a quarterback. Just like you can always get anything else. But if you sit at number one and you got the best player in the draft that can play offense or defense and definitely get you on TV, definitely get you on. I'm talking about the Steelers is milking this shit. Whoever get Travis Hunter, you gotta milk that shit. Yep, he's playing offense and defense. Goddamn right. And everybody's gonna be going crazy. Oh, damn, what are you gonna do? Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna be able to? You can't do that. You can't do it. He's 1-1. Yep. That's what I want if I'm Tennessee. And the businessman is the GM. Now, as a coach, you got you a Swiss Army knife. Use it. Don't be scared. Your general manager, your owner told you. Here. Use him. Use him in your offense. If the Steelers can get a quarterback still, we could just pick such and such in the draft. We could just pick Jackson Dart. Or what if one of them dropped to the second round? And Tennessee, you can still pick one of them dudes up. Will Howard, Ohio State. You still got the first pick in the second round. They like that dude from, even though I didn't like him too much, they like the dude from Louisville. Can't even think of his name. They like him. So Tennessee, my advice to y'all is, man, get on TV, man. Get your ratings up. Get your views up. Just said it. Everybody's doing this for the views, man. They'll get you some new jerseys. You got Travis Hunter in town. And sell yourself. And win. And win. So yeah, man. That's just my view on it, bro. I'm not picking Cam Ward, and I'll shake the whole draft up. But that's just me. Now, I ain't saying Cam Ward ain't nice. You got your quarterback now, but you still missed out on Travis Hunter. Come on now. Think long a little bit, too. Get you another quarterback next year if you still suck. And they say the class is better. The next class is better. Not saying Cam Ward ain't nice, though. He can go in there and do his thing. Who you going to do it with? Who's their best receiver? They got somebody. Tennessee? No. No. Hold up. And see, I I'm just not a big fan of bringing in. I'm not a big fan of bringing in no quarterback, and you ain't really ready on offense to really light it up with a young boy and help him a lot. All right, let's just look at. Let's just look at the depth chart. Okay, they did. Yeah, he was there last year. Okay, I do like my boy's still out there. He's getting a little age, but he's all right. Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley's out there. Tyler Boyd. And the one boy left. The one boy that was getting busy for him. You got Tony Pollard, that running back. I mean, this is just ain't the most high-powered offense in the NFL, man. I mean, the boy ain't going to really have too many weapons. Defense played well last year, but I'm adding a weapon to my team. That's just me. I'm adding a weapon. And one of them dudes y'all talk about the Steelers can get we can get one in the third round, or we can get. So can Tennessee before you. Will Levis is pretty bad though, ain't he? And then let Rudolph go. Rudolph played bad. Pretty desperate for a quarterback, but I think they could just hold off one more year or go second round. Real shit. But they need offense. And you get double dip like that. If it was fantasy football, you know I'd be right. You would not pick your quarterback before you pick Travis Hunter as and you knew he was going to be elite, especially at wide receiver. And then smash that DB. That's a whole nother argument what he should play. Real shit. It's a whole nother argument. All right, man. What else I got for y'all before I get out of here? Oh, man. I'm going to save a little bit for the next show. But yeah, man. That's really about it, man. Just had a couple little funny things I seen, man. Let me check something out real quick. All right. Oh, your boy. Back to the NCAA tournament, man. That's messed up what happened to Juju, man. But your boy right here, man, I don't even know his name, man. That's disrespectful. I ain't even peep his name out. Coach from Liberty. Bro, what's good with this? What's good with his hairline, bro? Liberty lost in the first round of NCAA tournament. I think that was they lost to Oregon or somebody like that. And bro came out there with the Beijing, fam. Like, dog. First of all, my man look about 60-something. Why you still care? Why you care, bro? I wouldn't even care. I mean, I probably had a bald head already. But if you just gonna wear the shag dip or whatever you want to call that, my papa used to wear that joint. I mess with him, dog. I might keep the back of mine too. Who knows? I'm just saying. What's the Beijing for, bro? Why? You look like you got the wifey at home already. Like, she don't care. Like you had to do. Who paid you to do that, bro? That's like a commercial or something. Real talk, bro. Why did you do that, man? But hey, man, he went out with a bang, man. Got his 5 minutes of fame. Liberty head coach, I don't know his name, but his Beijing is crazy, yo. Like, I'll never understand it, man. I'll never understand putting no paint is close to makeup, bro. I'm just saying. All right, next up, what else I seen? Yeah, this shit was wild right here, man. Your boy JD5, that's what they calling him. Sitting next to Juju. Definitely flirting with Juju, whatever you want to call it. Kikiing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They was both feeling it. And then this Rage came through on the bottom and just hated shit up, man. It's crazy. I wish I had the video. Because it was definitely wild. It was way more animated than even these pictures show. You know what I mean? But you can see in the bottom picture, she's just looking at him like, bro, what is your mom doing? And JD5 gotta be, how old is he? Hold up. 24 years old, man. December 18th, so he just turned 24. The boy young, very successful, but his mom's on his top, bro. This is foul, man. This ain't cool. My mom would never do this for me. Not for me, I mean to me. She go to church every day. She would not do this to me. Why are you hating on your son? You go sit between him and something. And this ain't like this, no ratchet chick in the club. I don't know. Mom just might be one to be seen, bro. That's how I'm looking at it. Because that's crazy to me. And she was really in there with the ugly face hating and all that. Like, how you get between them? What happened? They missed out on the footage. I think they was watching them when they was like this. Then they cut back to them and Mom's was in the middle. Like, damn. You know what I mean? Some of this is JD Fast's fault, though. Some of this is JD Daniels' fault. Because why is your mom even here, bro? Why is your mom even with you? You 24, you in LA, you going to the hoop game. Why is your mom there, bro? Why is she with you? Unless she's like some devoted Hooper fan, and that's what y'all grew up doing. Y'all definitely grew up going shit together. But yeah, Mom, let's go see the SC game like we used to, and that just happened, you know what I mean? But like I said, my mom wouldn't have hated on me like that. No. Hell no, man. All right, man, I'm going to wrap this up, man. I'm going to have to holler at y'all tomorrow, see what other news come out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I already got a little something for y'all tomorrow, man. But, hey, appreciate y'all coming out, bro. It's the underground. Hey, like, subscribe to the motherfucking channel. Ow. Yeah, it's the underground.
Yeah, it's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. You better pass. You better run. Hey, that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground. It's the underground. Yeah, it's the underground. It's the underground. You better pass. You better run. Hey, that's your ass. Boy, you done. Move the sticks. First down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it. Fourth down, couldn't reach it, man. Your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music. Flip a coin, you still lost. Pay the cost to beat the balls. Turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the gang locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass. You better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done.
Robin Banks Productions, baby.